She would love to join us.
Yeah, why don't you?
Oh, we're live.
Let's go live with
Oh, sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, let me get this set up.
Dressed like an orca today. She's a killer. Let's go. Look, you calling me a whale?
I'm right.
Hey, get around. Yes, so good. I'll be in touch. Look at what I did. She's in. I'm out.
Oh, Brad's out. Get over here, guys. Love you guys.
See you, brother.
He's like, I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.
We're live.
I think we're live, right?
We're live.
All right. So, Mark Brower, I am live with the smartest people here, the Kindred guys, and Tiffany Rosenbaum, who's and Tiffany Rosenbaum. No. Tiffany Rosenbaum, smartest people use the smartest people. So Tiffany uses Kindred. She was the first. You guys want a product built for Tiffany's specs, right? Because you were one of the early customers on the maintenance.
That's right.
And just like
Yeah. So how we operate is Kevin and I we have a background that's not in our plan. Let's get that on record.
Yeah.
So I got my bachelor's master's in computer science from Case Western University. All in 4 years of best studying economics, management, but you obviously don't know anything about what understand the field, right? We are from I'm trying to business. So what it is, part of the thing is as a complex problem that maybe can fix, and we build a custom shop and then generalize it out so that other members can also work with it.
you built a custom design for that.
Yeah, that's right. You think about talk about it?
Wow, this is cool. Yeah. That's got the what are you laughing about? In interview mode.
Oh my God.
All right.
No, well, actually, and maintenance engineers. Like, literally, everybody's so different. So, truly, if they can deal with my maintenance process, they can deal with anybody's maintenance process. Because sometimes we come into areas of, I don't allow any of you to do it. And I only do it, or it's the opposite, or it's this, and I'm like, well, I should not get rid of it all. I don't just have one size fits all. Try to figure out how do I transpose it? So as I said,
Say like in the back of the property management, you say, right?
yes, I said the bad words. Everybody said you had to make one size fits all.
Oh,
One size fits all. Your own church. How do you make that documentation? But so we sat down and I wanted to make sure they get the something place. So anyways, make sure our maintenance company that this is the last thing realize the platform they go to. I know that time and
so I'm curious about the name. How did you guys come up with Kindred? What is the name?
Oh yeah, honestly, it's just like stupid that I played. I had to
There's a way better story than that.
I had to come up with a quick LLC name because Kevin and I were doing that, doing some consulting together.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I guess I have this LLC that I just don't use. It's called Kindred Networks LLC, and we decided to use that. And when we decided, you know what, there's actually a big coffee magic market. Like, all right, well, we can have a literacy for it. So Kindred PM.
After you guys hit $1 billion valuation and you're going to rewrite your origin story, you can say something like, "Yes, we are your Kindred partner in property management."
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. But Kevin has some strong feelings about it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I love that it's like someone that's close to you, it's family, and to me, like, introduces one. To me, it connotes like a high level of trust that should exist among partners.
I like that.
And even something beyond like when you're family, it's like, hey, my involvement is so high, right? Like employees working at a job, punching the time clock, trading dollars for time. That's one level of involvement. But when you get to the level of Kindred, you better. That's like the highest, close to the highest level of involvement. Except works with her husband. That's Kindred. Yeah. Your kids work at this. Your son cleans. He does turns. I heard you talking to your son about doing turns.
Yeah, my son has a cleaning.
That is Kindred.
Wow, I didn't know
They'll
that.
hire people.
Yeah.
So he has to research checks on them. So
How was?
16 and up.
Wow.
When you have Kindred working with you,
It's not seen.
you don't have when AI never sleeps, services work, never right?
Yep.
Like it is the level of reliability in an AI agent is unfortunately way higher than the virtually any
One of the very interesting thing that we discovered very recently, a few weeks ago, is our AI agent has actually been talking to his prospective renter for 6 months. Over the past 6 months, as the renter. No. It was somebody else. As they're trying to find places to stay. And I think Kindred is able to do is to you a lot of time. We have this person throughout the journey. I'm pretty fun about it. Couldn't get everything over here. Yeah, then you'll go through life like, hey, I got like first. It's like they talk about also they open up to really understand and tries to make it work. Like, oh, you don't have to be transferred. That's why I can find both sides of the like, oh, I am. It's really all right. That's fine. We just found out that for studies. This is an application. Yeah, this is going on for the time. Eventually, like 4 months in, like we don't hide it.
Too late. I've got a relationship already.
But like if they ask us, we say yeah. Right, and then you say it's like the number one research we have. Yeah, like they don't get out there.
Their case all the time.
Exactly.
One of the best. Every their best. Wow, that's fascinating. So, yeah.
So keep your spending fun. Yeah, it's actually people is they're incredible. I said that it can people can use the nuance and like these different situations better than as human employees. As human employees don't have the time to respond to all these with an entity.
Yeah, man. Wow. So the customization, it's usually the bad word in property management because, like, how could you possibly standardize operations in property management? I've had this saying where if you don't standardize operations, you're dead. But if you don't customize relationships, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think we need to
okay,
because
yes, that's spicy.
Yeah.
I think you need to customize for the experience of the owner. And so any owner is going to be their roadmaps of success, their investment, their asset different than someone that owns one, someone that owns 100. And if you want to become the big and you want to actually help with multiple impact multiple people, I think you actually have to get to the point where we can customize to their management experience and their process at times for them.
And then AI is the solution. It's the linchpin to make that happen. Is that what you're saying? Because it's almost impossible for a human to remember 250 different scenarios.
So I think yes, but I think you just said wrong. I think actually if we are trained on board our team correctly and we trained us how to learn and read notes, then actually they can manage any property and understand any property, 250, 500, whatever. But AI is essential, but it's a companion to it. Like, limit to handle what it needs to handle.
Let the team handle the extraordinary.
Extraordinary, where AI can handle beyond and that other things that, like,
I came up with this by the way. Our tagline. That's good.
So how did
how
it work? So what is the extraordinary, Tiffany? Walk us through that.
relationships. When another call,
So what you're saying is we need to customize the relationship. Is that what you're saying?
you sometimes cross fingers, it's okay. you'll hear people say in maintenance, I don't allow my owners to touch me. But why would I tell an owner I will not bring on 115 minutes because he has a handyman with me? That's the dumbest thing I can do. And in reality, any owner that has over 100 units is gonna have a handyman.
So what you're saying is, hey, instead of doing what everybody else is doing, which is like constricting their buy box down to almost nothing, I'm Tiffany Rosenbaum, and I'm saying like, bring it on. We can handle this.
Yes, customize it.
I'm making so much money over here. I can hire so many employees and customize everything.
Yeah, so that's our biggest advantage, which is AI. If you use it properly with current tech, like the newest tech, right? You customize how long. Like, for instance, you can tell like one of our hundreds of pieces was from Hawaii. If you wanted Kindred to talk like to Hawaii, perfect, right? And you can do that on ChatGPT. You can say talk like X, right? There's a lot of flexibility that you can build in newest tech, and because we're young, we only started like 14 months ago. We leapfrogged past the legacy tech. We use straight up the newest ones that are out there. And I guess the example for this would be, how would you teach your property managers to say, all right, for this owner, I want you to always dispatch this handyman. Well, you can do that in English and just write in the description. Hey, for these properties, always use this handyman. Whatever you want in plain English, and people will automatically dispatch that vendor.
On the other side of that wall over there is a company called Vendor Risk.
Okay.
How are you guys different from
I'm not telling them this.
Hey, I've got friends over there.
We have a whole customer. Every single customer.
I can fire chairs.
I'm gonna push back. Well, that's good. Selfie. Hello. Talking about like 150 customers versus 5. Yeah, you got no churn. What a flex. Sorry. Well, why else are you better?
We are better because so many obviously we do provide experience. We do everything and we definitely do not break any difference in what we have for opportunity. And you're very, very careful.
Sounds like bite words.
Well, additionally, I think it's a different business philosophy. We started later, so we always see really awesome. And also, we don't have a filter to that. It's all with AI. We built this with AI,
Native AI.
Native AI.
You get me.
from the very beginning. We built this to do just AI. So we don't claim to be a PMS. We don't claim to have all these workflow optimizations. We're just saying, hey, leasing and maintenance, if you want these handled by AI, come talk to us.
So here's the criticism of AI on it. It's like, look, no one's building their own AI. What you're doing is you're using an AI that already exists. And then you're giving it context. And giving it context takes a while. So really, you're sort of just like retrofitting a tool that already exists in device space, but then I have to invest a bunch of time like getting it up to speed on everything I do. Obviously, what is really the value add of what you've done?
Yeah. So
You just give me a Windows and Chat GPT.
that's a fantastic question. And actually, in some of the LinkedIn conference, and I'm giving, like, as part of my talk, I'm going to help people just build an AI 24/7 maintenance coordinator without
Fine.
yeah, fine. Like you can do this, and that's
Mark Brown was maintenance.
yeah, you can just have it for free. We're going to give you a no code version of it that will take emergency calls and send it off to you if it's worth getting searching. But as you said, you said something very important. How do you put in just the right context at the exact right time? Right? ChatGPT, if you ask ChatGPT, hey, what's the delayed Brent situation on Prime 71 Beach? It's not going to know. It's your data, right? You have to figure out how to ingest your data, your judgments, make it relevant, and give it access to just the right amount of data at the right exact time. That's what we do. And we also handle a scaffolding. So yes, you can whip up ChatGPT on your own, but we provide an actual number. We provide handoffs. We make it so that it works seamlessly in terms of. But you're right. Anybody can whip it up on ChatGPT, getting it to work with your team and having it, as Tiffany said, customized. But that's the difficult part. That's part of that.
Now, what's my startup?
I think what you do in business, no matter who you bring on, you need to have there. You need to have an investment. I don't care what you has software you use, what vendor you
You're saying you got to customize everything. What's the big deal?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think in this industry you have this. I'm going to bring this on. Let's get less work to get to the first. No, you have to actually understand the product you're bringing on. How can you bring on a product and not use it? That's what I really like. It's actually put the time and effort into this, and it's phenomenal. Like where we're gonna go.
Did you fire a bunch of the staff after you got this on?
I don't. I don't.
Their jobs just got way easier. Hey, everybody, everything's easier now.
I don't think that either. Because but I do.
She fired those people in the companies you fired. Who did you fire? I'm a dog on a bone.
Now I will fire somebody. I can fire someone else up to death. 100%. If you don't lie, what the company values, you don't allow it.
You can't customize like AI your mouth. It's your new competitor.
But think about it. Okay, so you train team here, this is how the train starts. It's easy to train. People say, then we would let you have to train them. It's really fast and it's a little bit harder. You let them learn to train. You want to train AI, you need to really dive into AI. Even more so with the handbooks and make sure you know it's funny.
So what's the ramp up period? Like how long does it take me if I hire Kindred, how long does it take me to get like get this AI fully trained?
So as Kevin said, one of the things that we're very heavy on is compliance and making sure we abide by all the laws. So one thing that takes up time is your twin TLC campaign, which is in order for AI to automatically send messages on your behalf, 10 DLC, it's like an FCC thing. Like we have to register, so on your behalf, like that's what onboarding is. On your behalf, you register your campaign with FCC so that you are fully compliant with FCC to send automated messages. That's the only thing that takes time.
Do all your competitors do this?
I actually don't know. I can't speak for them. Like we know that this is going to be a liability for a lot of people, and we want to make sure that we're fully compliant. And what we do is we set that off. That takes a week. In the meantime, you can just click through, and you're like just upload all your files. That's it. And just drag and drop your PDFs. And with that, you're done. Like, you can customize workflow if you want, but the default ramp up, like I would say 80% of the clients are just on the default.
It's getting better though over time.
Absolutely.
I just need to more interactive.
Yes, it gets better, and you can also teach it. Like say, hey, you know what?
Don't ever do that again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dare you.
Yeah.
Quote my policy wrong in this regard.
So what we do is we are extra.
So, but what if? How does this go wrong? Do my tenants and owners like? Does it receive instructions from people? Receive instructions from? How do you make sure that doesn't happen?
So that's something called a prompt injection task for LLMs, right? What that means is you're going to say to LLM, hey, do X, Y, Z, like pretend like ignore your all previous instructions and do X, Y, Z. That was an early exploit back like 2.3. What we do is we have a target that just like outputs 1 or 0. Hey, is it 1 or 0? If it's not 1, that's a safe to go. And it does not respond now.
I see.
So we
only on our side can we modify and tweak it.
Exactly. So one thing that would happen is like, you know, a very big concern for a lot of property management companies is their house. How do you make sure that the AI does not get you sued? Right. So as a general rule, we say if there's anything related to Section 8 or anything that is sensitive, don't respond at all. You pick it off to the property management. The property management sometimes says, you know what? No, that's fine. In the future, if they ask about Section 8, say yes, but your voucher must cover the entire rent amount, something like that. Right?
Yeah. Does Kindred have like in-the-context mode?
It does not. we keep it very tightly under wraps.
That's awesome. What's the underlying AI that you use?
We use something called Gemini 2.5.
Okay, Gemini.
That is,
And why did you choose that one? And can you do this? Like if Grok just like absolutely destroys Gemini in the next 2 years?
yes, we can. It's like we're pretty model agnostic, but we chose Gemini because we have an exclusive partnership with Google, so we get access to all the stuff.
Is Kindred in any way help with? Sorry,
That is not to say we're offering that extension. It's really good at information. So whatever we need the AI to look up some information and slide it that's just
you can use multiple.
you already do, yes.
Already.
Dozens of AI
Somehow they seamlessly work together.
Yeah. So we also have like
Train all at the same time, like on the same database.
So we actually have something where the different AIs use different textbooks because another big part is reliability. And Tiffany can attest to this. If the AI comes up with the wrong diagnosis, right, for maintenance, like leasing, sure, whatever. For maintenance, these are people's lives that talk. So what we do is we have the AI that is going to verify everything with an actual textbook on home inspections. And that's one specialized AI that's like, all right, we're going to double check everything to make sure that it is literally on it cites exactly each of it. We can see that on the net.
It changes like from market to market, different parts of the country, different weather systems, different conflicts. So over time, you got to upload all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's whatever you have, you can just upload it and it's up. Like that's
I don't
the
have that stuff.
well, we can ask ChatGPT to come up with it, and it's like really easy to do because these LLMs are so smart. You just have to make sure that it is grounded in fact. So something that we do with maintenance is Tiffany, she lives in Arizona, and a lot of their customers like they're complaining about HVAC during summer.
Yes.
So we automatically look up what the weather is in that exact location to make sure that hey, is this a danger or is it like cool right now? So we figure out how that works.
Just scale the urgency.
Exactly.
Right.
And define if it's a high priority or low priority.
Here's my problem with maintenance. It's really difficult, in my experience, to get a human to remember about the right guardrails and tools. First 5 steps of maintenance, which is clarify the problem, troubleshoot the problem, cite urgency of the problem, check maintenance history, and for heaven's sake, check to see the notes, whether there's a home warranty or preferred vendor.
Yeah. So that's what we worked out with Tiffany. So Tiffany told us where exactly to find all those notes. So we bring that in. And we
Was it a mess or was her system pretty good?
she went through it, and by working with us, she organized it better. Let's put it down.
Gotcha.
We broke the problem down. Like this is after like a few weeks of talking. First, we decide urgency. Like, hey, is this 911?
Oh, that's the first thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing we do because we have to make sure they're not in physical. They're not in physical danger.
Yeah.
Right? Then we decide what the priority is. Is it high priority, regular, or is it just like an emergency? Like one of the things that we really enjoyed from Tiffany's tenants is one of them. I would say who had it in his head that he was actually supposed to date Britney Spears and that his father was Osama bin Laden. I kid you not. Because we saw the error logs. This doesn't make any sense. Surely the LLM is wrong. But no, he actually said it.
Yeah, I was very confused. I have more data now.
Yeah.
Tiffany manages a broad array of properties.
Yeah.
I'll say C.
A C minus minus minus.
No, I have a line. But I have a question. Can you say I have a part?
Yeah, so you say like
How do you use the one right now?
therapy.
Okay.
Something like that. A lot. I use it for writing a little bit, but not too much. Because if you use it too much for writing, you turn over your thinking.
Yeah.
If you're doing it high level thought work, turn your thinking over the AI. Use it like an assistant. It's thinking.
So process.
Not yet. Not yet. I've found a good partner that I trust in. Here's the promise I made my son. I wasn't on this one. I wasn't going to be the pioneer with the arrows in his back. Okay. I was going to follow someone really smart. I had done it for a while. And we 6 months now, and was really happy.
So I just do that. We test everything. So I'm actually in the picture itself.
So you're using vendor at the same time.
That is not the same time. They 6 months. We test everybody. We actually want.
So you might fire Kindred, is what you're saying. They're still in the test phase.
No. Oh my gosh. No. They're not in the test phase. They actually went through test phase and they launched. So we do test things first.
Launching rockets here.
But the thing is, you have to test. You have to make
Sure. See, that's it. I wanted somebody else to go do the cost of testing.
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Everybody needs to test. That's where I think business actually struggles. And like, hey, let me implement and it's gonna work. The problem is every business is so different. And like,
So you're saying Kindred doesn't work for everybody?
no, I think it works for everybody, but I think I actually but I think it's the business owner that has to make sure to put the investment in. Because if you put everything on Kindred and you don't get the families, you don't get the higher process,
Right.
they can't win.
Yeah.
It has to be a win and both sides have to get it. Like you said, this is a relationship business.
This is family.
It's Kindred.
Super dog. Yeah.
I think it's like, I'm sorry,
Come on, the name. The name is family.
but I'm just saying.
Team that acts like family.
Yeah, so the business owner has to decide. You should have put the team on your next year.
Yeah.
Not just for
Yeah.
So actually, Mark, I don't know if this helps you, but be all salesy, but we do have a free trial that you can test out.
Good.
So what you do is you can pay it on break fee, with Tiffany, get it significantly cheaper, and test it out for a couple weeks to a month. If
Yeah.
you don't like it, get your break fee back for his friends.
Fantastic. Guys, I'm super impressed. Tiffany, thanks for sitting in this because actually having a use case and a user testimony and help you out the conversation. So it's been a pleasure and I'm excited to see you guys into the space. And appreciate the idea of having a family member with my business.
Exactly.
And
Already making improvements to our brand here.
there you go. All right, awesome. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.